Hey everyone, I'm Taryn Ryder from BUZZNET, and I'm here just outside of London at the gorgeous Arundel Castle, where we just sat down with the entire cast of Snow White and the Huntsman. Kristen, you gave such a kick-ass performance.
Thank you.
This movie was so good.
Thanks.
Your fans were petitioning for you to get this role before you even had signed on. Is that ever...
Before I even knew about it.
Before you even knew about it. Is that something that is ever a factor when you decide to say yes to a certain part?
I mean, that's awesome, but no.
Right.
I think it takes something. I always say the same thing, but, you know, I would be a terrible actor if I chose things for other people, you know.
Yeah.
It needs to come from somewhere. And when I read this and I heard about the director and how, I mean, he came up and showed me this world that I had never seen before. And I was like, I want to live there for a bit.
Me too.
Yeah.
Only not in the dark forest, in the nice parts.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was it about Snow White character that really resonated with you? What characteristics?
Well, I think that she definitely has everything that you imagine. You know, first off, when you say Snow White, she's like, you know, she's good.
Yeah.
And she's nice. You know, she's got this like connection to the earth and to animals, and she's got this maternal thing going on. She is like the ultimate caregiver. Mm-hmm. What I was really excited about was finding those tools and that sort of very feminine strength.
Yeah.
It was really hard for her to become that. It's a total identity crisis movie. It's like, you know, you've got somebody who's endowed with all of these sort of amazing qualities, and it's sort of like someone who sees the light and doesn't know why yet, and is bursting with all of this emotion and is filled with something, and then it all clicks, and you go, oh, that's why I've been going nuts. And I really liked that.
Throwing it out there, there was some good sexual tension between Snow White and Chris Hemsworth's character, the Huntsman, which I didn't realize that coming into it.
Really? You know, if we had another actor play the part, it might not have happened. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if he was older, it was totally kind of Chris's energy it was very clear. It was like, it was also an opportunity to take a story that you think you know so well and you know, a story that relies on destiny, and go like, destiny is not gonna have your back all the time. Do you know what I mean? And it kind of makes you go like, oh, did I just see like a glitch in fate? What is going on here? But then at the same time, it's like, in its essence, you know, we still are we don't really break the fairy tale laws.
Watching it as a woman, I felt pretty empowered. Do you think that society places too much importance on needing to be in a relationship to be powerful?
I think that girls place too much importance on that.
Yes.
But I think that also that's just sort of a natural instinct, and I don't think that it's that much of a problem. I think what I like about this is that it's super on trend right now to have like strong girl power movies.
Right.
But a lot of them are just like acting like dudes.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool that she is like, she feels like such a girl to me, yet, you know, she's super strong.
Right.
And the whole guy situation too, it's like, the movie, it's a war movie. Things are happening way too fast to even consider like a love triangle. Everyone thinks like, oh, what's happening with the prince and the huntsman and Snow White? It's like, are you kidding me? We're all at war. It doesn't matter right now.
Exactly.
And to watch that, like to see dynamics not allowed to happen, you're like, what would have just happened if they didn't have to get up and go somewhere else? It's like, yeah.
Well, and obviously the big theme is that beauty is power. So when do you feel most beautiful, and when do you feel most powerful?
When do I feel most beautiful? I don't know. I feel most powerful when I mean, I guess when I'm with certain people. Like, you know, I'm gonna plug something else, but I'm going to Cannes.
Yeah.
And I'm a really nervous person. Like I usually totally black out in situations like that. I can't even remember them. And I'm not nervous at all, and I'm positive that the reason I feel that way is because of who I'm going to be standing next to.
Definitely.
I feel really strong with them, and so I know that I'll feel just gorge that night.
Well, you have become quite the little fashionista,
Oh, thank
Miss
you.
Met Ball. Okay, so last question, and on a side note, I know that you're aware of 50 Shades of Grey. Have you read the book? Or
Not yet.
But you know about that it's based off of your Twilight characters.
Totally, yeah. And that's true, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
not like something people
No,
are
it's
saying.
not made up. It's based off of Bella
So she
and
would say
Edward.
that?
Yeah, she would say that.
Cool.
So in like a total alternate reality, because obviously you already did Twilight, could you see you and Rob playing those characters in the film that's going to come out?
I haven't read the book yet, so I don't know. But I think I'm dying to make another movie with Rob. I think that we're a good team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
And I think whatever it is needs to be like so ridiculously ambitious. So maybe I just haven't read it. I don't know what it is, but I would love to work with him again.